possible solutions to the issue, and it should be persuasive in style. So now we have Chris. In the age of digital media, modern teenagers have grown up with social media as an integral part of their lives. In fact, according to the U.S. Surgeon General's Social Media and Youth Mental Health Advisory, 95% of youth aged 13 through 17 use social media, with more than a third saying they use it constantly. Though social media can offer some positive opportunities for communication, a growing concern has developed about the negative effects social media can have on the mental health of teenagers. Cyberbullying, online harassment, and comparison culture, all coupled with the fact that many teenagers have 24/7 accessibility to the internet, has made it more complicated. Social media is here to stay, so it becomes more important than ever to develop actionable strategies and solutions that can foster a safer and healthier online environment for today's youth. Today, we will begin by first discussing why teens are more at risk for these mental health concerns. Next, I will explore the negative effects that social media has on teen mental health. And finally, I will provide solutions to this ever-growing problem. Before the effects of teen mental health are explored, it is important to understand why teens are more vulnerable. Research from the U.S. Surgeon General suggests from the ages 10 to 19, a highly sensitive period of critical brain development is taking place. This is a period in many adolescents' lives when risk-taking behaviors reach their peak, identity and self-worth are further developing, and mental health challenges are typically emerging. Therefore, brain development during this time period is especially susceptible to peer pressures, opinions, and comparisons. Frequent use of social media has shown changes in the developing brain, particularly in the amygdala, the part of the brain that is responsible for emotional learning and behaviors, including the prefrontal cortex, the area that controls impulses and regulates social behaviors and emotions. Dr. Heidi Alstenbender, a neuropsychologist with the U.S. Army Medical Center, conducted a 3-year study that examined how frequent and habitual use of social media impacted the long-term brain development of teens. Over the course of the 3 years, the study looked at the brain activity of 169 teens, aged 12 to 14, who habitually checked 3 popular social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, against those who did not. The results found significant changes to the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex, the most vulnerable areas of the teen brain. Now that we are aware of why teen brains are more susceptible to the harms of social media, let's move on to discuss the depths of these harms. One of the most concerning issues with social media usage among teens is the prevalence of cyberbullying and online harassment. According to a May 2022 study by the Pew Research Center, approximately 46% of teens in the U.S. reporting being victims of online harassment. Cyberbullying can take various forms, such as spreading rumors, posting harmful comments, and sharing compromising images without consent. Additionally, the anonymity of social media makes it challenging for victims, especially those in their teens, to escape these relentless attacks. Teens' mental health is greatly affected by cyberbullying, as victims often experience heightened levels of stress, anxiety, and in many cases, an increased risk of suicidal thoughts. In fact, a 2022 study published in the Journal of Abnormal Psychology found a significant increase in depression among teens since the widespread use of smartphones and social media. When teens have constant exposure to idolized versions of others' lives on social media platforms, it contributes to feelings of low self-esteem. Cyberbullying and online harassment further enhance these feelings. Further contributing to these issues is the fact that many teens have 24/7 accessibility to the internet and social media platforms. Jessica Holzbauer, a licensed clinical social worker at the University of Utah's Huntsman Mental Health Institute, describes the addiction to devices as neurological. Holzbauer states, "We get a dopamine increase in our brain when we pick up our phones or log into social media. This dopamine release is tricking the brain into thinking it is being rewarded, when in reality, so much harm is being done. Dopamine plays a role in how people experience pleasure. Therefore, teens can spend their time on social media looking for their next reward, rather than experiencing these joys in real life. Pressure to maintain an online presence at all hours increased feelings of stress and anxiety among teens. The blurring of boundaries between online and offline life makes it challenging for teens to find time away from their digital life. Now that we are aware of the negative effects social media has on the mental health of teens, let's explore some possible solutions to this ever-growing problem. According to the University of North Carolina, one of the possible solutions is the digital literacy education. This form of education teaches children from a young age how to properly treat others online with respect and humanity, and how to make safer choices online. CommonSense.org, created in 2003, is the nation's leading nonprofit dedicated to educating families and schools about online safety. Common Sense Media's goal is to encourage families to take charge of their digital choices. The website guides families by providing ratings of movies, TV shows, podcasts, books, and so much more, so that families can feel good about the entertainment choices they're making for their kids. The Common Sense Education Division supports K-12 schools to empower the next generation of digital citizens by providing curriculums that teach students lifelong digital habits and skills. Currently, schools everywhere are utilizing this free online curriculum to help students learn responsible online habits in this digital age. In addition to the digital literacy education, parental guidance and awareness is necessary to ensure students and youth are engaging in appropriate online activity. Parents can provide support when needed and also limit screen time and accessibility to certain apps and online programs. For example, Life360, SmartThings Tracker, and Family Link are just a few apps that are accessible to anyone and are easy to download on a phone, tablet, or even a smartwatch. These apps allow parents or guardians to monitor their children's online activity, track their location, and limit screen time. According to healthmatters.org, excessive screen time inhibits youth's ability to observe and experience typical everyday activities they need to engage with to learn about the world around them, which is detrimental to their mental health. Consequently, parents need to take an active role in monitoring their teens' device usage and helping them protect and maintain a healthy mental state of being. Social media is more prevalent than ever, and its place in this future is inevitable. However, it is clear that it can negatively impact the mental health of our teens. Therefore, it's more important than ever to develop actionable strategies and solutions that can foster a safer and healthier online environment for today's youth. Today, we discussed why teens are more susceptible to mental health issues, explore the negative effects social media has on teen mental health, and finally, provided solutions to this ever-growing issue. It is vital to educate youth, teens, and adults and provide them with the knowledge and tools needed to navigate our digital world responsibly. This will help ensure that social media can become a force for good and not a force for bad when it comes to our mental health.